Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through their perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's give a special thank you to the NJROTC Color Guard from Lake Taylor High School and the wonderful young lady who sang for us, Lethea Burke from Booker T. Washington High School. Lethea, you did a great job. It's always good to say thank you. And parents, I know that you have lots of folks to say thank you because they've supported you as you raised these outstanding fifth graders. So for you, I would like to say thank you to the guidance counselors who are here who supported you. I know you want to say thank you to their wonderful teachers that were here to support you and help provide some great learning for your students, and also the assistant principals and principals. Let's give them a great big round of applause. Thank you, staff. We're going to continue with our program, and I hope each one of you received one. If not, we will make sure we put one in your hand. But now we're going to have greetings and remarks from Ms. Angela Williams, Councilman for the City of Norfolk, followed by remarks from Dr. Linda B. McClooney, School Board Member, and then Mr. Peter Decker III, the Decker Law Firm.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you all can do better than that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. Good evening. My name is Angela Williams, and I am bringing you greetings on behalf of the wonderful and fabulous and fantastic and ever-changing and exciting city of Norfolk. On behalf of our mayor, Paul Frame, our city manager, Marcus Jones, we welcome you and we greet you from our city. I want to take a special opportunity just to congratulate all of the fifth graders who are represented here today, because you all have shown outstanding leadership, you have shown strong character, and you have shown strong citizenship in your schools and in your homes. And I want to let you know that your success is in your hands. It is your responsibility to study, to make sure that you're in class, to make sure that you do all of the things that you are required to do in order to be successful. And so your success in life is your responsibility, but you've already proven that you're on the right track and you know the right things to do, because you're here today in this special ceremony as a Youth Ambassador of Excellence. So congratulations to all of you. And to the parents, I just want to say thank you for being parents. I am not a parent. I know that it takes a special person to be a parent, and I just don't think I'm that special. But you all are that special because you have produced these excellent children. And I want to thank you for being parents, because I know that that is not an easy job. It is a thankless job. It is a difficult job, but you all have taken the role of being a parent and not being a friend, not being a buddy, not being a bro, but being a parent and setting an example for your children and setting a bar for your children and just saying to them that there are standards that you have to maintain and there are requirements, that things that are required of you to be an excellent young student and to grow into an excellent person. And so thank you for being parents. Thank you for what you pour into these children every single day. I know sometimes it is probably very challenging. I have friends with children and they try to give them to me, and I won't take them, but I know that it's very challenging. But thank you, because the quality of children that we have here today is going to be reflected in the quality of adults that we have tomorrow. And we can either choose to incarcerate our children, or we can choose to work with our children and help them to grow and to learn. And so parents, you all are a big part of that. So I want to give you all a round of applause for being a parent. And then lastly, to the teachers, the faculty, the staff, the counselors, all of you who are with the children every single day, thank you for all that you do. We don't pay you enough. If we had a money tree outside of City Hall, we would shake it down and we would give you all the dollars that came from it. But we thank you so much for your love for children and your love for these kids, the time that you put in each and every day, the hours beyond the clock, off the clock, everything that you do. My mom was a teacher, so I know that you do more than what we see you do here in school. So thank you for all that you do. And on behalf of the city of Norfolk, continue, fifth graders, to be excellent. Continue to be leaders. Continue to let your light shine in your schools and in your homes and in your community. Thank you.
Councilwoman Angela Williams, thank you for warming the audience up for me. Good evening. Y'all still weak. Come on, good evening. Good evening. I like that. I am extending a good evening to a dynamic group. And I want you to remember that word, dynamic. I'm bringing you greetings, acknowledgments, and a heartfelt hello from the Norfolk Public School Board. We are very, very proud of you. Now, I have this word dynamic because it is describing first our parents. Our parents are dynamic because you represent what parenting is really about. We look at our ambassadors, we know you know what parenting is all about. You are shaping and directing our future leaders of the world. So I know you are dynamic. Now, to our counselors and teachers, you are dynamic because you know what these young ambassadors face each day with their peers. You realize how hard it is for them to exhibit good citizenship, good leadership abilities, and just to show that they are smart. So you know what they have to go through daily from their peers. So you are also dynamic. Now, to our ambassadors, you are dynamic and you are a dynamic group. I realized when I looked over this booklet and I looked at each and every one of you, you are dynamic because you represent specialty. For instance, do you realize that 71% of our ambassadors, these young fifth graders, have shown a likeness to mathematics and science? They are very fond of math. They are very fond of science. They get good grades in those areas. Now that is very, very dynamic. 71% of these students. Do you know what that tells me? They will fill a national issue in 10 to 15 years. We are not producing the mathematician and the scientists that we need in the United States. This is the right move. These students will fill that gap. That's why they are dynamic. Now, we got to look at the other ones. We have 71% of them that like math and science. We got 17% of them that like history, social studies. They are going to fill a gap too, because they will be the future ambassadors, the strategic leaders of the world. And they too will help in 10 or 15 years to fill a gap that is much needed. Now, my ambassadors, you have to listen to me. Let me see you look this way. I have talked about 71%. I have talked about 17%. And I have 12% more to talk about. Now, what does those percentages equal to? I can't hear you. Excellent, excellent. We have 12% of our ambassadors who are in love with reading and writing. They are going to be the future leaders that change our school systems. I know in 10 or 15 years, they will fill a gap too. So you got the 100%. I am very proud of you. Each of you will be our future leaders of tomorrow if we, the parents, we, the city council, we, the school board, we, the teachers, counselors, all help you stay on the road to success. We have to play that role, but you have a role to play too. Now, only to my ambassadors, not to my teachers and not to my parents, I have a problem for you to solve. So I want you to think, and don't shout out the answer until I ask for it. We got 3 interested parties who want to go to the movies. It will cost $1 per entity. Each one of them going to have to pay $1. And once I tell you who they are, I want you to tell me which one cannot go to the movies. We have a duck, we have a frog, and we have a skunk. Now, who cannot go to the movies? Why? Why the skunk can't go to the movie? No, he only has sense. The duck has what? Bill, and the frog has a greenback. So they can go to the movies. I am very proud of you. The school board is very proud of you. Please continue to do well.
Hi, everybody. My name's Pete Decker. Hi. What a good-looking group of students you are. How'd she get y'all to look up here? Because most of you down looking at the books, looking for your picture, aren't you? Y'all look good in the pictures, and you look better in person. I came in a couple minutes late. It's a great honor to be here. Again, my name's Pete Decker. I'm an attorney in this area. My father was a lawyer and a judge in Norfolk, and a big supporter of Norfolk Public Schools and education. And I was lucky enough to get here in time to hear Angela Williams speak. She's one of my very favorite city council people. She cares. She cares enough to be here. And what she was talking about, she's preaching to the choir. She's talking about these teachers, y'all's teachers. Talk about it, overworked and underpaid. Y'all did a great job with these students. Let's hear it for the teachers. And I am a product of Norfolk Public Schools. Some of you older folks might remember the Lakewood Elementary School. It's now Willard School. I attended that school. I graduated from Maury High School. All right, Commodores. And my mama thinks I turned out okay. But education is the key. And you young folks, if y'all are listening, are you looking at your picture, aren't you? Y'all ever see me on the TV commercials? You oh, no, you need to see it. It's a great commercial. Much money as I spent on that ad, y'all have to watch. But I'm a lawyer. Y'all know what a lawyer does? How many of y'all want to be a lawyer? That's pretty good. Good. Stay out of my racket. How many want to be a doctor? That's better. We need more doctors. They make more money anyway. But see, y'all the good kids. We don't need to tell you guys how to act because y'all already know how to act. You're ambassadors for excellence. But what I'd ask you to do, y'all listening? You want me to walk up here so you're listening? Y'all don't have to listen. School's almost out. But look, y'all the good kids. You got great parents who care, and y'all study hard, and you get good grades. But a lot of kids you go to school with, they're not as lucky as you. They don't have the parents that love them as much as you guys come up in these wonderful homes, and they don't study as hard as you do they? They don't make as good a grades as you do. And I work in the court systems as a lawyer, and I see a lot of these teachers and resource officials and people who care that work for Norfolk Public Schools, and they have to go to court because some kids get in trouble when they don't get good grades. And y'all are ambassadors. That means you have to reach out to these other students and say, hey, y'all quit horsing around. Study. Education is the key. I'm the chairman of something called the State Board of Corrections. That's an important job, but it's not a good job because that involves the jails. And some of the kids you go to school with, I hate to say it, but if they don't study, they're going to end up in trouble. So reach out to your friends and tell them to study hard so they can be perfect like all of you. Congratulations to our 5th grade ambassadors. Keep up the good work. Thank y'all for listening to me. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you to all our representatives who shared a word of encouragement with you. Now, my experience as a 6th grader. Christopher?
What's your last name? Chisel. During my experience in middle school, my life has had its twists and turns. It has prepared me for what's to come in the future. So, I hope that the memories that I will share and the things you may hear do not go to waste. In middle school, students will experience new things, many of them very different from elementary school. For example, you have 7 teachers instead of 1. You will not have to be in the same stuffy, hot classroom all day. You may have lunch at a different time depending if it's an A day or a B day. On A days, you will go to levels 1, 3, 5, and 7. At B days, you will go to levels 2, 4, 6, and 8. You are required to have 2 lockers. One locker for gym where you would put your gym uniform. Yes, you have dress up for PE. And the other in the hallway for your books and belongings. Also, you'll be able to choose your electives such as orchestra, band, chorus, foreign language, art, and technology. Now, before I started middle school, I heard some myths I now know that are false. Such myths as the 8th graders are as tall as giants. Now, they may be tall, but they aren't 7 feet tall. Secondly, I was told that you'll be able to slack off and nothing will happen. If you slack off, you will get punished. Your grades will slip and you could get detention, Saturday school, in-school suspension, or even suspended. Also, I heard if you start a fight, you won't get caught. Not only could you get caught by another student, but a teacher, dean, principal, security, and even the cameras will see you. Some other differences that I've noticed between elementary and middle schools is that I had to learn that middle school is much bigger. You'll be taught more advanced things. You'll have more opportunities to take high-level courses such as algebra, geometry, biology, and many, many more. You'll have added responsibilities, such as you'll be responsible to get to class on time each bell. You'll have a total of 4 minutes between each bell to get to your next class. If you're late, you could get caught in a hall sweep, which could result in an out-of-school detention, in-school suspension, and if you get too many tardies, you could get suspended from school. You're also responsible for turning in all your assignments on time and taking notices home to your parents. In conclusion, during my first year in middle school, I've learned new things and met a lot of great people, such as Miss Tiana, my orchestra teacher, Miss Killian, my guidance counselor, Miss Holmes and Miss Randolph, who helped me with the speech, and lastly, Miss Edwards, who is my reading teacher, who's very nice. Each of them making my first year in middle school a great experience and giving the school an incredible atmosphere. I've also been able to continue my love for music, such as, for example, I was able to go on a field trip to New York City with my orchestra teacher. My 6th grade experience in middle school has been great thus far. I wish I could do it again. Oh, that's right, I'll be able to. It's called the 7th grade.
Another round of applause for Christopher Chisel, 6th grader, Lake Taylor Middle School. Now we will have the introduction of our guest speaker by Delvin Askew, 8th grader, School of International Studies at Rosemont. Delvin.
Good evening. Miss Kimberly Ambrose is a native of Norfolk, Virginia, and a proud product of our very own Norfolk public school system. She graduated with honors from Booker T. Washington High School and the Virginia Governor's School of the Arts with a concentration in theater arts. She began her collegiate studies at Temple University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but later transferred to Virginia Polytechnic and State University with a bachelor's degree in theater arts and African American studies. Since graduation, Kimberly nurtured her love for the theater by acting, directing plays, and touring across the country with the Sojourn Theater Company. She was also a resident actress with the African American Repertory Theater, also known as the AART, in Richmond, Virginia. She holds a list of credits for her stage productions, voiceover, and commercial work. Not only does she have a love for the spotlight, but she also loves educating students. Ms. Ambrose began her career in education as a long-term substitute teacher. While serving as a pre-K paraprofessional, she worked diligently and received her Master of Education degree from Cambridge College. She has represented Norfolk Public Schools in several capacities and has been recognized by her peers as Teacher of the Year for Richard Bowling Elementary School during her first year of eligibility. In addition, Ms. Ambrose has been honored with 2 Inspiration Awards for the Norfolk Public Schools District. She's a mother, an educator, an artist, a mentor, and most importantly, your child's advocate. Ms. Ambrose truly represents Norfolk Public Schools in grand style. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Kimberly Ambrose.
Sorry, I always wanted to act like I just won on The Price is Right, so please excuse my run. How's everybody? Good. A wise person once stated that kindness is more important than wisdom, and the recognition of this is the beginning of wisdom. So with that said, I want to first thank with extreme kindness Mrs. Bithella Hickman for giving me the honor to speak to such a distinguished audience of my colleagues and peers. In addition, I would like to extend my gratitude to all Norfolk Public Schools parents, family, friends, and especially to this group of super cool, purpose-driven, awesome 5th graders. Give yourselves a round of applause. And last but certainly not least, thank you, Delvin. I had the pleasure of meeting Delvin as a 5th grader. He was one of my students a couple of years ago. Not many, because I'm so super young. And to this very day, he is still too amazing for words. He called me the other night, and only because I know him, I know he was bragging, and told me about his SAT scores. And he told me, as an 8th grader, he took the SAT and made a 1480. And let's break that down in expanded form, 1,480 points. That's definitely higher than what I got in high school, but not as many as receipts as I had from Target last month, so top that, Delvin. Now, I have to be honest, when I was first asked to be tonight's keynote speaker, I was both honored, but a little terrified at the same time. I thought to myself, is she serious? Do they know I'm a Gemini with a degree in theater arts? Are they really going to give me a microphone? However, I've come to realize that if you truly want to live a purpose-driven life, you have to be prepared to walk through doors you did not open yourself, and have faith that just beyond that threshold is a challenge that was predestined just for you. And it is within these moments that you transition from something good to something greater. So now, I pose the question to you. What does it take to be great? Yes. Hard work. Stay in your lane, Miss Ambrose. Hard work. What else does it take to be great? If you had to say to yourself, I want to be great, what is it that you think that you would have to do? Delvin's going to help me a little bit here. Go ahead, Delvin.
Responsibility.
Definitely responsibility, yes. All right. We're going to do a little game tonight. Give me 1 second, please. I heard a yes. That's good. You asked me for a reason. Tonight, we're going to play a little cooking game. And I made this hat before I fixed my bun, so hold on 1 second. Do any of you guys like to cook? Awesome. Anybody watch those cooking shows? Top Chef, Chopped, Cupcake Wars? Right? Good, good, good. Sweet Genius. Did you watch that? I love that show because I'm a sweet genius, don't you think? Now, don't worry, nobody's going to get eliminated tonight, and we're not going to burn down the auditorium, so you guys can just relax, okay? I promise. Tonight, we are going to think about what chefs use to make a perfect meal. What do chefs need in order to execute their perfect meal? Way in the back. Delvin, step to it. Go, go. In the green shirt. What is like the chef's guidebook? What do chefs use to make the perfect meal?
They need recipes and tools, like and utensils. And
Exactly. They use a what? They use a recipe. All right? We're going to make a recipe for greatness. Now, I did not tell you my name. My name is Chef OMG. Can everybody say that? Chef OMG. Okay, a little bit more enthusiasm, please. Thank you, thank you. And I'm going to explain to you what Chef OMG means because I know you're thinking, OMG, she's using OMG. No, you're wrong. Okay. I'm going to tell you to think about what it is that exactly makes you great. Think of one thing you want to be great at and what you would need to do in order to achieve that goal. Delvin has for me some little recipe cards. Delvin, can you hold the cards? Please hire. I took a lot of time doing those. Thank you. Yes, perfect chef hats. You're going to raise your hand. The first 10 people who can tell Delvin what it takes to be great. We're going to use those as our ingredients. You are going to give me the ingredients, and we're going to create our own recipe for what? Greatness. Thank you. All right, hands up, hands up. Delvin? What does it take to be great? Now, think about whatever it is you want to be great at. Maybe what it took for Justin Bieber to become what he is, or mindless behavior. Those guys, forget Barack Obama, right? Like, what kind of greatness is that? No? The president, that's greatness? Yes, so maybe what took Barack Obama to become great? Yes, you tell me, and we're going to put it in our little brain bowl of greatness. All right.
practice.
Practice. Add that to the recipe, Delvin. Thank you, Miss Connie Smith. She's our chef intern. Who else has a different ingredient for the recipe for greatness?
Trustworthy.
You have to be trustworthy. I love it. I love it. That's going to make a great meal. What else do we need besides trustworthiness? Yes, in the front.
Diligence.
Diligence. Oh, I can't afford that meal. Let's put a little bit of diligence in that.
Patience.
Patience. Patience, yes, we need patience. What else do we need in our recipe for greatness?
Thought.
I can hear.
Thought.
So, you know what? I thought about that. And I thought to myself that I put salt in every recipe, so please put salt.
Thoughts.
I'm still gonna add some salt to it. Yes, we need some thought. What else?
Caring.
Yes, we need to care about others. I got so excited about salt, I lost my dialect. What else do we need in our recipe for greatness?
Participation.
Participation, that's right. We need people to be willing to lend helping hands. What else? Let's get 2 more, Delvin.
Passion.
Did you read my speech? I love it. You definitely do have to have passion to want to be great. Whatever it is you want to desire to be, you have to have a passion for it. Awesome, I love it.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Do we have all our ingredients? Just one more? And those of you who have your hands raised, I love it because I have something special for you at the end. So just hold your thought, and I promise you, you will be able to use it, okay? All right. Chef OMG does not like to wait a long time.
Hard work.
Hard work, yes. All right, I need my ingredients to go in my brain bowl.
Awesomeness.
Awesomeness. You need awesomeness for everything. Just be awesome all the time. Now we're going to add our ingredients in our super huge brain mixing bowl here. Come on, Delvin, let's go. Let's see what we have. Let's put some practice in there. What else do we need? Trustworthiness, add it in. Oh, there's that diligence, that's expensive. Put that in there. Patience, yes, we need patience. Thought/salt. Some more. Caring, yes. Participation, these are awesome. Passion. Say it again. Passion. Everybody say passion. What else? Intelligence. Yes, add that in our bowl. Hard work. Definitely. And what? Awesomeness. Let's put it in. Maybe I need to brush it with some salt. I don't see anything. I think we missed one key ingredient. Now, everything you told me is correct. Everything you told me is essential. However, there's one thing that you need for greatness. All our recipes are different, just like macaroni and cheese. You ever had the same macaroni and cheese from 2 different people? They all taste different, right? And yours is always the best. Yeah, not. Mine has more salt. Greatness is just like macaroni and cheese, all right? Everybody has their own recipe. However, you can have excellence, you can have awesomeness, you can have patience, you can have all of those things. You can be anything you want, you can do anything you want, you can go anywhere you want. You can create and dream anything you want. If you never forget to believe in just one thing, and who is that? Yourself. You have to believe. And look at that little girl. She really believes she's a fairy. She really did on that day. I swear that she tried to fly into the school building. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe you can do it, no matter what it is. It is the inclusion of that one particular ingredient that not only determines what you do, but more importantly, who you become. We're all good. We're good at something. We have to have what we call, what did you say? Passions. Who said that word? Yes, I don't appreciate you reading my script. You have to have what we call passions, all right? Passions for technology, sports, music, arts, cosmetology. Anybody want to do hair? Fashion design? Whatever it is, you have to love yourself, and no matter what challenges or obstacles you face, you have to never, ever, ever, ever forget to believe in yourself. I see some very awesome fifth graders out here. Raise your hand if you're an awesome fifth grader. Good. Now, I'm a little tired of my dialogue, and I feel like I'm drifting over into like 30 countries. So I'm going to tell you what my name is. Chef OMG stands for Chef Only Makes Greatness. Only makes greatness. Today, you are all Chef OMGs, okay? Just like a DJ name, DJ Scratch, DJ Sergine, DJ Delvin. You're gonna be Chef Sergine OM what? G, all right? Good. You're awesome fifth graders, but I also wanted to share a few stories of a couple of awesome fifth graders, such as yourself. Let's take a look at Lin Wang, 10 years old. Lin Wang was considered the top swimmer at Central Queens Aqua Flames team, and having mastered the difficult butterfly stroke. Do you know what the butterfly stroke is? All right, Chef OMG is gonna go away for a second. The butterfly stroke. Do you know how to do that? Any swimmers out here? All right, when you do the butterfly stroke, what do you typically do with your arms? All right, make butterfly motions, right? Take a look at Lynn. She mastered the difficult butterfly stroke and competed in the Junior Olympics. The fifth graders' accomplishments are even more impressive because Wang was only born with one functional arm. Imagine the day Lynn walked into that pool area and told that coach, I want to be an Olympic swimmer. What do you think they said to her? They probably said, O-M what? O-M-G. They probably told her no. They probably told her you'll never do it. But did Lynn let that stop her? No, it did not stop her. Let's take a look at another awesome fifth grader, Tristan Jolly, 11 years old. Now, he's actually local. Tristan is from Suffolk. Did anybody hear about him on the news? Tristan Jolly was denied entry into a NASA space summer camp. He wanted to go. They denied him, okay? What did Tristan do? Did he go around and mope and cry and say, oh, guess I'm not going to be a scientist? No, Tristan did not. Tristan went home. He grabbed his lunchbox. He cut holes in the side. He inserted a digital camera. He also inserted a GPS tracking device. And he took a pole on the outside of the lunchbox and extended it out like a tube and put a picture of him and his sister on it. He attached a balloon. He put some tape around the box, put some phone numbers on it so when it did fall, somebody could give it back to him. He sent a weather balloon to near space altitudes. Near space. It's on YouTube if you want to take a look at it. Near space altitudes, and recorded his journey with a GPS and a digital camera. Drove out to Suffolk. He released his balloon into the sky. It was about a 2-hour flight. And it landed somewhere near in the Chesapeake Bay somewhere. A fisherman found it and returned it to him. But here Tristan had his dream in a box. He sent it way up near space, and it came right back to him. And when it came back to him, that was affirmation for Tristan that because he believed in himself, he could do what? He could do anything. Does Tristan sound like an awesome fifth grader? Yes, he does. Now, before I go, if you're on this, I don't know how I keep going back to the accent. I do that in the classroom a lot, I'm sorry. If you're on this side, I want you to reach over to the side of your chair. You will see a stack of cards. Take one and pass the rest down the row, please. Nice job. I see some of you are using your patience ingredients. And for parents, just because you have to know everything, this is what they have. Here we have what I like to call our recipe for greatness card. Students, 5th grade scholars, I want you to go home tonight and think about exactly what it is that you want to be great at, okay? I want you to think about what it is you want to do, how you can become great at it, and think about all the little things that you're going to need to do to make that dream come true. When you think about those things, I want you to list them in your ingredients, this section right here. All right? So who can give me an example of something that we will put there? You gave them to me already. 1 cup of what? Awesomeness. 2 cups of awesomeness. It won't hurt. We might want to put in a teaspoon of what? Intelligence a day. Just a little bit. It's not going to hurt. Put in some hard work. Okay, you can design your recipe any way that you want. It is your own recipe, okay? Take a look at the directions. And I want everyone to read the directions aloud with me. Does everyone have their recipe card? Raise your hand if you do not. Awesome. Step 1. Believe in yourself. Okay, I don't believe you. Step 1. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Great. Step 2. What is step 2? Mix all ingredients into one super smart brain. That was awesome. They said mix all ingredients into one huge I want to be smart brain. What is step 3? Work hard every day to become greater and greater than you were the day before. That sounds like an essential step, doesn't it? Step 4. Enjoy and share your greatness with others. When you put so much time into making that awesome macaroni and cheese, parents, does it taste so good when you're eating it all yourself? No, you want to share it with what? You want to share it with others. So once you finish your recipe for greatness and you become great at whatever it is that you want to be, make sure you share that joy with other people. And one last thing. These are very important words that are going to help you every day to remember why it is exactly that you're doing what you're doing. Now is the accepted time, not tomorrow, not some more convenient season. It is today that our best work can be done, and not some future day or future year. It is today that we fit ourselves for the greater usefulness of tomorrow. Today is the seed time, now are the hours of work, and tomorrow comes the harvest and the playtime. You put in your work now. When you go to school, the minute you step in that door, you start putting in your what? Your work and your effort. You start creating your perfect meal of greatness. You add an ingredient every single day, even over the summertime. You have to keep working at this recipe, okay? All right. And last but not least, how others see you is not important. It's how you see yourself. That means what? Everything. Thank you so much.
Let's give her another round of applause. Only make greatness. Now, parents and students, it's time to recognize our youth ambassadors. I'm going to ask some guests to come up, and we're going to do a little giving of medals and some handshaking. Mr. Spencer, I'd like for you to come up. Dr. Harris, Executive Directors, Miss Angela Williams had to step away. Mr. Decker, Attorney Peter Decker. Dr. McClooney. Dr. Horsey. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Step right here. Let's start right here. Pick your spot. Okay. All right. And parents, just to let you know, once we finish, and students, providing you with your medallions, we have Christopher Bell, Tyler Hawkins, and Lauren Roth. They're 8th graders at Azalea Middle School that are going to give you a great challenge. So stay seated because we really want you to hear that challenge.
Good evening, parents and 5th grade students. I just want to congratulate you. You should be very proud of being one of the top 5 students at your school honored tonight. So give yourselves a round of applause. I will be calling the names of 5th graders and so that you can come up on stage to receive your certificate. If I call your school and if I mispronounce your name, please don't take offense. Some of these names are very challenging, but that's okay. I will do my best. So if you hear something that sounds like your name, come on up. I'll begin with Bayview Elementary School. Elizabeth Collins. Keely Mitchell. William Raffner. Alyssa Rawls. Hayden Tomazik. Richard Bowling Elementary School. Alexandria Clark. Gary Garlick. Ramani Johnson. Jalen Mitchell. Sergen Munbrum. Mary Calcott Elementary School. Caroline Barrera. Sarah Mackey. Hayden Millsaps. India Upshore. Chloe Welch. Camp Allen Elementary School. Deja Bailey. Haley Innenbach. Rebecca Hunter. Elijah McCatry. Xavier Smith. Campostella Elementary School. Tiana Davis. Jamaria Jones. Tynesha Person. Ayana Sharp. Jordan Tatum. Chesterfield Elementary School, Academy. Sheridan Jones. Tayana McCown. Jordan Stevens. Bryce Thacker. Lorenzo Thompson, Jr. Coleman Place Elementary School. India Brown. Diamond Collins. Deja Dowell. Jennifer Escobar. Ronald Sutton. Crossroads Elementary School. William Bushway. Akira Epps. Francesca Pasquale. Tatiana Portilla. Mildred Santana. Fairlawn Elementary School. Sierra Fraley. Lauren Harrell. Schuler Sarzaba. Justin White. Jaharia Wilson. Gant Elementary School. Abigail Hecht. Francesca Johnson. Madeline Murray. Robert Warren. Kayshawn White. Keeson. Granby Elementary School. Brooke Anderson. Lilja Boney. Natalie Schultz. Anissa Sellers. Daniel Stahl. Ingleside Elementary School. Alana Knight. Justin Mapp. Beijing Ramos. Angeline Sanderson. Makida Young. J. Cox Elementary School. Jaquil Gillespie. Shaniqua Gillian. Corey Taylor. Demencia Wilson. Yamisha Wood. Larchmont Elementary School. Mari Kalida. Kayla Delpino. Rebecca Kia. Malaya Mariano. Champney Smith. Larry Moore Elementary School. Nassar Baker. John Eric Hines. Kira Manalo. Deja Pace. Victoria Ruiz. Lindenwood Elementary School. Faith Bennett. Elijah Johnson. Jalen Parker. Jabon Saunders. Kayla White. Little Creek Elementary School. Paige Hawthorne. Marian Ortega. Zyra Payton. Savannah Schwab. Alexander Sylvester.
This is surprising. Guess who I have on my list? That's all right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I continue the reading of the 2011-2012 Youth Ambassadors. We're starting with Norview Elementary School. Catherine Gunn, Tanaya Harris, Armani Jack, Keyshawn Ricks, Matthew Ulrich. Ocean View Elementary School, Nathaniel Bean, Elissa Cooper, Jordan Shields, Marcos Sonnenberg Naves, Aaron Wactor. Oceanair Elementary School, Catherine Hines, Shajada Moore, Danielle Pendleton, Ikesha Tyson, Zylan Walker.
We forgot Monroe.
I didn't have
I
one.
know it wasn't on your list.
Okay, good. Poplar Halls Elementary, Megan Digman, Gideon Messiah, Jordan Shoemake, Camille Whitby, Michael Williams. James Monroe Elementary School, Jason Brown Houston, Trayvon Allison, Chantel Cook, Unique Montgomery, Denisha Torrey. Do you say Helena too? Okay. St. Helena Elementary School, Najee Bixby, Ariana Brown, Tiana Jackson, Kaya Perkins, Quinterick Woodard. Souls Point Elementary, Dariana Brown, Jeremy Gomez, Alyssa Haynes, Igor Pankratov, Neva Saunders. Sherwood Forest Elementary, Kenya Barnes, Joycelyn Bowden, David Drumheller, Vicky Tron, Dragan Williams. Suburban Park Elementary, Ariel Banks, Wendy Chen, Tiana Spencer, Waziano Wolford, Leon Whitney III. Tanners Creek Elementary, Bianca Lam, Maria Lazaran, Destiny McMiller, Lalani Pablo, Dylan Thorpe. Tarleton Elementary School, Edward Boffman, Elizabeth Dudas, Cleo Griffin, Kristen Palilio, Brianna Strickland. Tidewater Park Elementary, Krishan Franklin. Rafael Bird, Jordan Cleveland, Naya Price, Jada Riddick. W.H. Taylor Elementary, Ali Abdullah, Jade Chance, Samantha Fowler, Gabriella Iglora, Allison Warner. Willard Elementary School, India Hawkins, Teresa Hempel, Kamari Keese, Tayshawn Kellum, Jacob Radford. Willoughby Elementary School, Emily Garcia, Carly Hottery, Shamaya Hankins, Tessa Wilkinson, DeAndre Williams. PB Young Sr., Cristo Beldo, Jerron Berry, Kevin Ware, Tyree Wilkins, Robin Witherspoon. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the board, Mr. Spencer, this concludes the reading of the 2011-2012 Youth Ambassadors of Norfolk Public Schools.
So tell me, parents, did you see greatness coming across that stage? Students, you are just fantastic. Now I'm going to bring up some 8th graders, Christopher Bell, Tyler Hawthorne, and Laura Roth. They're going to bring you a great challenge, so I want you to listen carefully. While they're coming, you have something special. Parents, we have something really special that we've given your students. They received a certificate and they have a bag. And in that bag, there is a DVD that focuses on college and career readiness. So that's something great to sit with your students and view. Okay. All right, here comes the challenge.
Hi, my name is Tyler Hawthorne. With me are my classmates Chris Bell and Lauren Roth. We are currently in 8th grade at Azalea Gardens Middle School. You will hear from them in just a moment. I've had so many accomplishments in my middle school years, but I had many obstacles that I had to figure out how to get out of. One of the most common challenges for 6th graders is having multiple teachers to see in one day. This can be confusing but also beneficial because you experience many different teaching styles. Also, with having multiple teachers, you can have problems getting in class on time. This is a common issue because students tend to talk to friends or peers in the hallway. This can be resolved by not talking or hanging out with friends too much in the hallway. This can benefit you because if you get too many tardies, you can get detention or even suspension. Another issue is not having your supplies mid-year. By mid-year, your supplies have dwindled down and you find yourself searching at the bottom of your locker for a pencil. To avoid this, you should keep a pencil box in your locker or have a pencil bag in your binder. Another way to avoid not having supplies is to keep your locker organized. You can do this by not throwing trash or unwanted objects in your lockers. An organized locker is important, but so is keeping your classwork organized. You can achieve this by having an A-day binder and a B-day binder. I have found this to be one of the most important habits that a middle school student can possess. I wish you all great success in middle school and hope that my words have brought some wisdom and insight into middle school success. Thank you and good luck in middle school. Chris.
Thank you, Tyler. As you are transitioning from elementary to middle school, there are many challenges that await you. First off, there is no more recess, so yes, this means no fun Friday, or even my personal favorite, field day. The system is a lot different. As an example, you will be switching classes during the day prior to the sound of the bell. This is a good thing because you don't have to see the same teacher or be in the same classroom with the same classmates every day. The bad thing is you have a time limit getting from one class to another, which is around 2 to 4 minutes. Being a rising middle school student means more responsibilities. Responsibilities show how mature you are, and one of the responsibilities is getting to class on time. As mentioned by Tyler, lockers are very important. Lockers are used to store your books, backpacks, and hoodies. A big thing for me starting middle school was that I was not allowed to wear my jacket in class because the classroom was cold and it was against the school rules. I cannot lie, not having a jacket on in class can be frustrating because some classrooms were cold. Oops, sorry. However, having a locker gained me responsibilities because it showed me that I could handle having a locker and showed me maturity. In middle school, the class physical education is a lot different from elementary school because you have to wear Norfolk Public School gym uniforms, so this requires you to change clothes in the locker room. In middle school, there is going to be a lot of students that are different ages, so don't be intimidated and try to converse with people. The most common thing in middle school is peer pressure, so be prepared. There are two kinds of peer pressure, which are negative and positive. At all costs, avoid negative peer pressure because these people are not good role models and will set you in the wrong path of your success. This happened to me in the beginning of middle school, so I have experienced it. However, positive peer pressure is a good thing because these people are good role models and are your true friends that will go with you or help you on your right path of your success. This is why I had limited my old friends, which are people with a bad influence on me, and had gained me better friends, which are people that I can count on. Lastly for me, stay focused. Don't leave any of your materials in your locker that you need for class, and don't expect to ask your teacher to get your materials from your locker because they will not tolerate it. I have also experienced this. Good luck, rising middle school students. I hope this helped you in some kind of way. Lauren.
Thank you, Chris. The 3 years you spend in middle school are worlds apart from those spent learning in elementary school. Your environment slowly changes, and adjusting to it is the most important challenge of all that you can face in middle school. Your classes change, your friends change, and even you yourself can change. Not only are these things an obstacle by themselves, but when they're put together, they form one much bigger. When I first started middle school, I thought that I'd have no problem juggling 7 classes at once. As an honor student throughout all of elementary school, I knew that I'd meet my expectations. I'd done all of my homework and got along well with my teacher, and was familiar with having a few worksheets to take home. I was, however, proved wrong. Tyler talked about binders, but despite the fact that I carried 2 binders and 3 textbooks around the hallway, I wasn't prepared for the work. I began to neglect some of my homework and found my straight A's plummet, sometimes going past a C. When my parents found out, I realized that their reign of terror wasn't worth not doing homework. That part is for you, Grandma. Neither was the scramble of turning in late work to 7 different teachers. In regards to all of the assignments you're going to get, I have one thing to say: just do it. Don't do what I did. 3 or 4 assignments a night is way less of a hassle than the 20 assignments you've got to make up if you want to pass. I also noticed that my circle of friends was changing. It had already been divided because we went to separate middle schools, but the ones that had gone on to Azalea Gardens with me were changing, some not for the better. Chris talked about peer pressure, and I know just what he means. They were put under peer pressure by other peers and adjusted themselves to fit personalities that weren't their own, sadly. However, you don't have to change with them. Your middle school classes have 2 or 3 times the amount of your elementary school classes, and you're bound to find someone who appreciates you for yourself. Don't change unless you want to discover a new you. Sometimes it's necessary to let an old friend go in order to be happy yourself. Another good thing to keep in mind in middle school is to take a hold on every opportunity you can get. Whether you're helping someone pick up papers they've dropped or stepping up to the plate to be an ambassador, they can positively impact your life. Sometimes you'll receive a reward for it right away, but they can also affect you years later, such as when you apply for college or a job. They can help carve your future, and the more times you prove yourself worthy of it, success is sure to come your way. Perhaps the most useful tip of all during middle school is to listen to your elders. When I didn't, I lived a miserable life of constant reproach from my parents. When I did, I ended up on the right track. I'm academically successful, involved in the community, and have evolved into a natural leader. When you walk into the doors of your middle school, make sure that you apply yourself in the right way. Don't let yourself be distracted by what doesn't matter, and stay focused on your own future. As the motivational posters on many of my classroom walls say, in 30 years from now, it won't matter what you wore or how cool you thought you were. What you should be concerned in middle school about is what you learn and how you're going to use it to go places in life. I wish all of you success in middle school. When you get to middle school, join the clubs.
Join the Honor Society.
Be a part.
Enjoy middle school.
Thank you, Christopher, Tyler, and Lauren. Now we'll have closing remarks from Mr. Michael Spencer, Interim Superintendent of Schools. You're welcome.
Good evening. See, they think they put me at the end of the program, I'll be short. I'll still be short. Hey, look, parents, one observation. You know, when your young people came across the stage tonight to get their medals around their neck, they were so poised and graced. We're going to continue to work on that, though, because they're going to have lots of opportunities to be recognized throughout their career like they were tonight. It was really a nice job, students, really nice. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be part of this program and a tribute to you and your academic success. Before I get started, I have one special letter that I'd like to read for the audience. To the Norfolk Public Schools Youth Ambassadors for Excellence, June the 6th, 2012. Congratulations on being selected Youth Ambassadors for Excellence. I commend you on the academic achievement, citizenship, and service that your selection represents. You have demonstrated your commitment to your education and have also shown to your peers, your teacher, community that learning outside the classroom prepares you to lead, strengthen character, and support well-rounded education. You are examples of how service projects are great opportunities to help others while supporting academic success. I encourage you to continue to work hard in school and develop your unique talents. As you continue your education, I urge you to take advantage of all the opportunities available in school and to create opportunities of your own. Today, you are already leading the way. In the future, I hope you will use your skills that you're building now to break ground in whatever profession you choose to pursue. With your academic success, you'll be prepared to do great things. As you continue to learn, you will continue to grow. Congratulations and best wishes. It's signed Arnie Duncan. He is the Secretary of Education for the United States. Congratulations. As Mr. Duncan noted in his letter, you were chosen to be here today because of your hard work, your determination, good grades, and allowed you to be at the very top of your class. I want you to know that I am very proud of your efforts that you've made to keep your grades up and to stay on the honor roll. Not only am I proud of you, but I know your parents share in that great pride. Parents, I want to thank you, first of all, for the support. And when I say parents, it's the extended family, because we know it takes a village, literally, to raise young people of this caliber. And I want to thank you for what you've done. But I also want to thank you on behalf of all my colleagues that are here in the room for the privilege of being able to work with your young children. We thank you for that. The school board and I believe that these are living proof of our mission to educate each student to be successful, productive contributors to society, and your attendance here today is the beginning of a bright future that will only shine brighter as you move to the next grade. Now I have to ask the question, is there anybody in here that's nervous about going to middle school? All right, look, I can identify with that. I can remember the last middle school that I was assigned to. And I can remember waking up and thinking, I really don't want to go today. Middle school is so confusing. It's hard work. They cook stuff in the cafeteria sometimes that I don't like so well. And nobody likes me there. And then my wife said, look, you're the principal. You got to get up and you got to go to school. But here are 3 things I can tell you about going to middle school. First of all, the knowledge and skills that you've learned through the 5th grade are going to prepare you or have prepared you to go to middle school. So all you got to do is keep that momentum going. You don't stop, you don't slow down, you keep your minds moving. That's number 1. And you've got that one licked. Second is you got to have goals in life. And you've heard a number of speakers get up here tonight and talk about goals and think about where you want to be in the future. And you'll do that. You'll create those visions for yourself and where you want to go. But here's the one most important word for me, and anybody in this room that knows me has heard me talk about this time and time again. The one most important word for me as I go through life, and that word is integrity. Have you ever heard of the word integrity? Well, here's why it's important. To me, integrity is acting on your values. Your values are what you believe in, what you live to. Your parents have taught you values. They've taught you values about family, about yourself, about life. Your teachers have taught you values. Your principals have taught you values. The one most important thing you need to remember moving into middle school is act with integrity. Act on your values. You know what's right. And you don't need one of your peers or somebody else to tell you what's right. You know and hear what's right moving forward. Integrity, to me, is the most important thing. Continuing and excelling and accomplishing are the things that you need to do for you and your community. And earlier, one of the speakers challenged you also to be a role model because you're ambassadors. Not everybody has their compass set like you, and you need to make sure that you bring your classmates along with you. So what I'm asking you to do is to stand up and stand out in the crowd. Let your good works and positive attitudes speak volumes about you. So students, give yourself a big hand. Great job. Best wishes for the middle school as you move into the fall. Nice job. Parents, thank you very much.